Alright, I gotta film this episode all by myself. Almost Halloween time. I can balance the camera on this. Let me see. That looks like a good view. Oh, I hate the forest. I hate trees. Pre-film stretches. $1,000 half push-ups. Hello. Welcome to Crocodile Crundy's Super Fun and Cool Spooky Time Special. Or, for the slow kids in the classroom, Ultimate Nature Adventures Episode 3. Today I will be looking to see if I can find out where the government grows candy corn, because it's Halloween. And I have a theory that the government grows candy corn themselves in a secret place that we do not know, that I will discover. And candy corn, actually, when you eat it, coats your throat in a substance that makes you visible to satellites in space. So, it seems that I can't fully bust open a government conspiracy all by myself, so I thought I need a little bit of help, somebody to hold the camera, give me food, stuff like that. And I thought, who's the best person who could do that? And I started thinking, and I was like, David, O.J. Simpson, Bill Cosby, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Michael Jackson, Prince, what's his name? Dang it. Alexander the Great. I think. I remember. It was Bartholomew. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember. We're gonna walk to his house. It's a little bit long. It's a little bit far, but a fan will come up to me one day and say, "Crocodile, why did you walk to Bartholomew's house? Why didn't you just drive there?" And I'm gonna say, in the last episode, you'll remember, the hick that I let drive that car, that homeless guy, I think it was, yeah, the homeless guy we picked up in New York, he looked like a hick, though. I mean, let me be honest here. Yeah, we were just outside LA getting gas for the blessed Crundy Mobile, and we were out getting gas, and he pulled a gun on me and said, "Hey, I am taking the Crundy Mobile. It is now the homeless man mobile." Okay, I'm outside of Bartholomew's house. I know where he lives because I follow him on Facebook, so I'm gonna trick him into thinking I'm a trick-or-treater and then recruit him. Trick-or-treat?
Who are you?
I'm a trick-or-treater.
It's 8 in the morning.
Shut up, get in the bag. Put that back. Get your head back in the bag.
Am I being abducted?
Not legally.
Well, I didn't think abductions were legal.
Well, it seems like if we're going to crack open a massive government conspiracy, we're going to need a vehicular device. Unfortunately, I don't have one.
I just so happen to have a vehicle.
You do? That is very convenient. But where is it? Because right now we're on the sidewalk. It's right there? Wow! That's extremely convenient. This is a very nice car. Throw me the keys. I'll drive this baby. It seems I don't know how to drive. You drive. I'll just sit in the back. Well, it seems like the public library has permanently kicked me out, so the only other place I know where they have computers is the local McDonald's. Hashtag not sponsored.
What are you wearing?
What do you mean, what am I wearing? I'm wearing my warm adventure clothes.
Okay.
I can't go around in a t-shirt everywhere. What about, like, mountains where it's cold? From the refrigerator. That's cold. Gotta wear this. It's time to do some research. This is very informative. Which one should I choose? Which one is the most educated? I think this one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on, load. Do something. Jeez, man. Oh. Of course, insane.
Absolutely insane, yes.
What is this? Devil worship. Oh my. That was surprisingly violent. So, according to my research that I just completed in the public McDonald's, I have determined that the government grows candy corn as a fungus inside graveyards. What we have to do now, it is very interesting. It excites me. I get a rush every time I make a discovery like this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying, so we need to go to the public graveyard and see if we can dig up some candy corn.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Exactly. Okay, so now that we know candy corn grows in the graveyard, we're gonna go there and we're gonna, I guess, dig around until, oh my. I'm not so sure about this anymore.
Why?
Well, it's nothing. I just have Dwaynophobia.
What's that?
It's a fear of rocks. I'm not sure I want to go in there. I've got an idea. You go in there. You dig around. Dig up some graves. Don't bring a body back, but bring back some candy corn, okay? You're on your own for this one. Go,
Fine,
go,
fine,
go.
fine. Jesus, where is he? Oh my God. Crocodile! What are you doing?
Well, while we were at the graveyard, the duonophobia really got me, and I just flew. I just ran.
I've been looking for you forever.
I'm sorry. I told you I have severe duonophobia. I'm very afraid of rocks.
Yeah, well,
I just had to. This is my safe place.
All right. Wait.
What is that in your hand? I thought.
Aren't all these rocks?
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time.
No, these are obviously this exactly. These are stones, so I'm okay.
Well, here, look at this. I found this in the graveyard.
What is this? You are the worst. Who are you?
Hello, Crocodile.
Dad?
Yes, it is your father.
You're not my dad. My name is Docodile, not Docodile.
Trust me, son, I would know. I birthed you.
I still don't think you're my dad. You're white.
Crocodile, let me tell you something. All ghosts are white.
Okay, then,
Besides the point, we don't have much time.
sure.
There's something you need to know.
What do I need to know?
It's Halloween of 2017.
Okay.
This means it has been 100 years since the Headless Horseman has razed the town of Campbellsville.
Who's that?
The guy
see,
who
like-
rides a horse that doesn't have a head.
Okay.
I'm telling you this.
What's your point?
I'm telling you this because every 100 years he comes back for exactly 1 minute at midnight on Halloween.
To do what, exactly?
To burn the town down.
My European apartment is in the town. I don't want it to be burned.
You've got to do something about it. And I think that book may just help you.
You do? What's in it?
Check page 665. He
Okay.
will be able to help you. That is 665.
Oh, 5. I thought you meant 666. Whoops. Are you sure?
Yes. This may be your only shot.
Oh, okay.
He will be able to help you. The Headless Horseman is coming at exactly midnight. And at exactly 12:01 he will leave. But if left unattended, he will burn the entire town down.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do something. I guess let's go back to my apartment, the Crundule, and bye, Dad.
Crocodile,
What?
are those Twilight books yours?
Yes. I was using them for research.
When did you get a cat?
I've always had a cat. I found this cat in the Himalayas. His name is Vespucci. He's helping me read the Necronomicon. We're looking for a way to summon Cthulhu. Because my dead father told me to. There's a lot of things. You know what that number for being evil is? 667. We were on 665. If we turn right there, look. Look, right here on page 667. Ketty Brocker's Cthulhu Pie. The ingredients are Satanism, Vaseline, I can't believe it's not butter, brand butter, and licorice. Me and Vespucci have all those things except for licorice. Vespucci, do you know where we can get some licorice? Yes, Crocodile. It's Halloween, so you can just go trick-or-treating and get some from nice people who are going to give you candy. That's right, Vespucci, you're so smart. Oh, yes, I know, Crocodile. Now, please go feed me. Nah, you don't need food yet. What should I dress up as for Halloween? I don't know. That's up to you. I don't have any families, and I'm very hungry. Okay. I know you're very hungry, Vespucci. Oh, you're such a good kid. I love you. Let's go get a
That was fine. Oh, wait. I'll show making the bucket. Here, I'll make it the bucket.
I'm sorry. You're a 40-year-old man. You can't have any candy.
You know Passion is coming?
Your costume is horrible!
There's a new lawman in town. His name's Banana Cop.
Your boy's gonna shoot the balloon down.
This is a little bit weird for me. I'm a little bit scared.
Hello?
Give me candy.
Aren't you the 40-year-old man my mom just had to run off?
We watched six like
No, I am a different 40-year-old man.
Oh, okay.
Got him with that one.
Here you go, nice sir.
No licorice.
Shut up, let this guy film so we can get there.
Nobody has licorice. What do you mean?
Well, it seems that our attempts to trick-or-treat have failed miserably. So we're going to steal candy from little kids if we can find any.
That's a nice house, Ron. We should do here. We should go here. Trick.
Hello, boys.
Oh, you're that Dr. Dog Cundy guy.
I am.
It's on my forehead.
Let me get a pen.
Oh my gosh, he just stole my candy. Get him, Ron. Ron, get him. I can't move.
Give me
I
yours
can't
too,
move.
boy.
Ron, get him.
There's no candy. No licorice. Just run away. Yay, candy. Candy dip. No! No candy. Ghosts of suckers. Come on.
Juniper, I swear to God, if this is a vegan candy. That son of a biscuit stole my vegan candy. I'm calling the ASPCA. What a devil. Hello.
Hello, this is the...
Yes, I'd like to report a misogynistic pig running on the loose. He groped my child's Halloween candy.
I am calling the FBI.
We go behind this house, that'd be a safe place to dump out the candy. No licorice, let's go.
So we were unsuccessful in finding licorice while trick-or-treating, so
Yeah,
I don't know what we're gonna do.
it's kind of depressing. Oh, look at that! Oh, take this camera. Come on! Come on, man! No! Come back! Come back! I bet that guy had tons of licorice. We missed him. Dang it. Look at that guy.
Who's that?
That's a come eat. Look, he's doing this. We have to come.
Wait. My mom told me not to talk to strangers.
He's not. Oh. No! Come back!
No. So, we set the camera up on a tripod.
We're waiting for that dang van to come back because I am extremely sure that he has licorice in it. He knows who I am, so obviously he knows that I need licorice and he has free candy. Obviously. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait. It's kind of cold, but it'll be worth it if we can get some licorice. I'd really... Does that say what I think it says? It does, doesn't it? I'm not wrong.
Free licorice!
I'm gonna get some.
This is the FBI. You're under arrest.
No.
Throw the tape in.
Wait a second. I'm tired of this. No more running. Take this, you devil worshiper. Okay, run off now. Let's go.
Crocodile. That was pretty brave and sexy of you.
Thanks, buddy. No homo though.
Wait.
Too bad though. We still don't have any licorice. We're gonna have to hit the Grundy Mobile, I guess.
Wait. Where? That's Grundy Mobile. No.
Well, I'm okay. Well, it seems we lost the son of the Grundy Mobile. But fortunately, we do have access to the grandson of the Grundy Mobile. I'm surprised that was unlocked. We don't need him anyway, let's go. I forgot I don't know how to drive. You better take over here, bro. I don't think we're ever going to find licorice. We'll never be able to summon Cthulhu. Campbellsville will be destroyed. It's horrible. Let's go. Come on. Drive. Let nothing stop you. Show me the meaning of haste, man. Was that a little kid? Did you just kill someone? You monster! I can't believe you. I hope that was just a speed. Hey, ka-chow, baby. What kind of candy does this kid have? Oh, this is the good stuff.
What?
Yes, licorice.
Oh my god!
The gods have shined upon us today, boy. Let's go. Come on, man. Roll over. We're gonna just hit the gas. He's dead already. We don't need to worry about him anymore. Okay, come on. He's just a speed bump now. Gosh, he's a big speed bump. Come on. We don't want to get arrested. Hello, I'm Mama D, and this is Cooking with Mama D. Today we will be cooking Cthulhu Pie, which summons the octopus god Cthulhu. Here's our audience, who will be eating Cthulhu Pie. Say hello, audience. Today, kids, today we have a special guest with us. That's Mr. Rawdon Gamzee, esteemed local chef. I guess you're ready then. We'll get right into it. The first ingredient is, I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not real butter, brand butter. Get out of my way. Here it is. That's our sponsor. Now, with your butter in the pan, preheat your oven to 1 degree. I guess 726 degrees will have to do, kids. It doesn't matter. We don't have mistakes. We just have mistakes. We have accidents. Our second ingredient is Vaseline. Now, make sure you mix those two ingredients together, because if you don't, they will catch on fire. Now, let those two ingredients simmer for a little bit. While they're doing that, let's take some questions from the audience.
I really like apples. It's really good.
That's a very good question. I'll tell you how I started this show. I remember back in the summer of like 69, I was only 16 years old, and I was a sad schoolgirl I was single. I had $5 in my back pocket, and I said, I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm going to start a cooking show. So I stole a camera from my grandfather. That's what you get from eating something that was not good on my show. I hope you choke.
I just love apples.
That's it all. That is a very good question. Where did I get this bandana?
Yeah.
Well, I I've had this bandana since I was a small child. My great-grandmother knitted this for me in the Himalayas, and she said, use this. I knitted it with love. It's very emotional for me. It smells like love, doesn't it? Now, any other questions?
Still like animals.
That is a very good question. Where do I learn my amazing, where did I learn my amazing cooking skill? Well, I will tell you. I trained in the mountains for 10 years, punching stones to harden my knuckles. For 10 years I did that. And after that, I would sit at the bottom of a lake and hold my breath for 3 days. And that is where I would learn my amazing cooking skills. Now time is up. I think we've let our ingredients simmer enough. Now that we've brought this to a boil, we will need another ingredient. That ingredient to summon a Dark Lord, obviously, is Satanism. I just happen to have a little bit of Satanism. I'm sorry, it's just so good. I can't not eat a piece. Now we'll mix that in. Once it's good and mixed in. Once it's good and mixed in, we'll need our last main ingredient. Rolled Gams, would you like to grab it from the container there? It's quite fresh. No? Yes. Now we'll just let this boil and then put it in the oven. Do we have any more questions from the audience? Do we have another question? I think we'll have time for one more. How do I get such amazing curls? That's a very good question. You see, I eat beans. Beans give you beautiful curly hair. I eat a pint of beans every day. Every morning when I wake up at 3:30, I eat a pint of beans. Then, just before I go to bed, I eat another pint of beans. It seems like our Cthulhu pie is almost done. Hot and fresh, kiddies. Eat up. You too, yes. You help.
What? This needs more lamb sauce!
Okay. When I flip that pie over, it will summon Cthulhu, and he shall appear here. Now, don't try this at home because this is extremely dangerous. He's a multi-dimensional octopus god thing. Now, some people will have already realized that I'm not wearing my hat or bandana. That is because I've already halfway transformed into Darkadial Prime, just in case things get ugly and I have to completely destroy Cthulhu entirely. When I flip this page over, Cthulhu will spawn, and the world might come to an end.
I am the mighty Cthulhu, one who devours any sane thought, he who brings anxiety towards men. Even the earth herself shudders in my presence, the stars dim at my sight, the angry winds retreat from the corners of the world when they hear my voice, even the mighty beasts of the land and birds of the sky flee from my hand. My wrath is undeniable. Who are you to summon me, little man? You are nothing compared to me. You are but an ant who struggles against the mighty ocean. I scoff at you.
I am Dokadile Krundi, the host of Ultimate Nature Adventures, the discoverer. Behold, the beasts of the land and the beasts of the sea fear me. Nature bends to my will alone, for I am the sole king of the forest. Mother Earth herself bows in my presence. You say I am but an ant in the ocean, but can the ant not swim? While you scoff upon me on your throne high in the astral plane, I am sawing the leg off your chair so that you may fall and be humbled. I demand now that you deliver me the place where the Headless Horseman will appear so that I might slay him and have glory shine down upon me.
Ha 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 ha. You truly do not grasp my infinitesimal powers. You have no way to make such demands of me, little mind. You are so low upon the astral plane and I am so high upon it that we cannot even truly see each other. I will devour your mind and soul. I have no care for your ignorant televised program either.
What did you say?
I said your program is dumb.
Aha! Fool! It is only now that you have sealed your fate. You have ignited within me an anger so powerful, so filled with rage, that no beam such as you can extinguish its flames. You shall be the devoured one in this time. I will dine upon a mighty feast of your flesh today, Cthulhu. Behold, I am Dokadile Prime.
What is this? You have ascended the astral plane beyond your three-dimensional platform. Your power is truly magnificent. But on this day I shall not fall, nor betray the trust of the Headless Horseman who is my bowling buddy.
Betray him anyways.
No 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 no. Okay. He will show up in the town square at exactly midnight.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
Come on! It's 11:59.
What time is it?
Let me check my GPS satellite phone. 11:59.
Where?
He'll be here anytime soon.
Okay. Should we? We should get back.
Be prepared to fight. Well, be prepared to watch me fight.
Is this? Maybe.
It's exactly 12.
What?
Look behind you. Are you the Headless Horseman? This is... I'm very afraid.
Slightly less intimidating.
Wait a second. If you're the Headless Horseman, where's your horse? You fell off your horse? Ate your horse. You have no horse. Well, in that, if you have no horse, then you do. Oh my. You have no head. That's why they call you headless. You have no. Well, okay, excuse me, mister. If you're so. Is the ground shaking? The ground. It's over. Oh my, that was a sudden and powerful earthquake. I think... Look, he left something behind.
Ooh.
Disgusting. Anyway, look. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that I, Dokadile Grundy, writer, producer, and host of Ultimate Nature Adventures, has single-handedly saved Campbellsville from most certain doom. You're welcome. I still don't know how that guy called himself the headless horseman if he didn't have a horse. You know what I mean?